Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. I want to tell you a story that Reverend V.A. Gidrose used to tell. And because, of course, when I'm telling you these stories that these preachers used that made such a mark on people, they did it in their own style and their own way. Brother Gidrose, he had a way of telling a story and drawing everyone into it, and they're standing up or either sitting on the edge of their seats. And he told some of the greatest stories. There was one that he told about a ship way back in the old days where the ships were made out of wood. And this ship left London and was going to New York. Well, it hadn't gone very far, and it got into a winter storm, and ice was covering everything, and some of the wind was blowing like sleet. The decks was slippery, and the captain realized that the ship was headed for the rocks, and there was not people above decks enough to help to steer it away, to pull the main mast and steer it away. He went down below decks where the men were sleeping, and he began to scream at them, "Get above decks, get above decks. We've got to have the sail moved. We're headed for the rocks." And they were taking their time, and he said, "Don't get dressed. Come just like you are." And he was screaming and hollering and running and shaking people that was waking up slowly, and even some that didn't want to really pay attention. And finally he got them up above deck, and they took a hold of the ropes and was able to turn the sail and hold the sail against the wind, even though it had ice on the ropes and ice on the deck, and everything was slick and ice on the sails. But they was able to turn it just enough to pass the rocks. Well, let me say it like this. I don't remember how he applied it, but I'm sure I would be well in line to apply it and say we have got to be quickly, we've got to respond. You see, there's a lot of things happening nowadays. There's a lot of changes. We don't have the time that we used to have or we thought we had. We've got to get everything ready. We've got to get ourselves ready. The Lord's coming, and we've got to get everything ready and be sure that we're on our toes, because we can't try to look like someone else. We can't be so determined to have things our way. We better have it God's way, because we're headed for the rocks. Let's get ready. God bless you.